Yo, 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 what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV coming at you late at night, and I probably should be going to bed soon, but I gotta get this content out for you guys. We have an NBA recap. We are here Monday, December 8th, and I know it was mainly a football night, and I know the slate didn't look the greatest here for the NBA, but we still have two games to talk about. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk. We'll get to that game in a second, but we'll get to Suns and Timberwolves as well as Spurs and Pelicans. It seems like we talked about the Pelicans literally during every single stream we've had, so it's been pretty crazy. But, first starting with the Suns and the Timberwolves, two absolute heavyweights out in the Western Conference. And sure, the Suns are a pretty mid away team, but still really good game here. Suns overcome Anthony Edwards 40 points. They snapped the Timberwolves 5-game win streak with a 3-point victory. I think one of those was actually when Anthony Edwards hit an insane shot on the Celtics. Really good game here. Obviously, Mark Williams is great on the offensive end, great on the boards, and yeah, insane scoring night for Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards quietly having another all-star season. It doesn't seem like a lot of people talk about him, but he is great. Snapping that win streak. Rudy Gobert hit Mark Williams with a forearm mid-dunk and got ejected, so that kind of hurt the Timberwolves a little bit. Colin Gillespie, such a good three-point shooter. And they didn't go through this game without a struggle. Guys like Jaden Daniels playing good on the defensive end. Anthony Edwards hitting tough shots. I mean, this is not an easy Timberwolves team to beat. I should know. I'm a fucking Celtics fan, and sure, I can use the excuse that we don't have Jason Tatum, but, they don't have Jalen Green, so they're without a star of their own. I need to kind of keep my phone open because the NFL game's still going on while I'm recording this. Okay, the Chargers kicked a field goal. Let's see if the Eagles can respond. Here we go. Dylan Brooks having a hell of a season. He misses, though. Good hustle. Look at Mark Williams with a little float. Okay. Yeah, Mark Williams had a hell of a game. Anthony Edwards, good pump fake. Good take. That's beautiful. He complains every time he takes to the rim. Like, bro. I don't really think he got fouled there. I think he just kind of chooses to complain about some shit. Gillespie's been great, too. Look at that. That was beautiful. Beautiful lob to Iguodala. The Suns just put together wins, man. There's nothing much else to say. This is an easy matchup. Still a tough shot, though. Anthony Edwards. I love this presentation on Peacock where they have this fucking NBC-looking shit. Iguodala? Cooking again? Nice little hook over Naz Reid. Grayson Allen. That's Grayson Allen, not Gillespie. Ooh. Yeah, Mark Williams was a huge pickup for the Suns, and I've been trying to tell people, he's great. Jaden McDaniels. Oh, that's actually not a bad shot. Oh, he didn't get the shot off. That's a pretty nitty-gritty win for the Suns, but they get it done. Shout out to my YouTube fans. I mean, obviously this is on YouTube, but got it. Welcome to Derry video out now. I should have 10 minutes of editing on my other stuff. Getting into it, though, the Suns won the game. You get 11 points out of Royce O'Neal off of 67-60 splits. He was great. Rebounding, passing, playing defense, doing a little bit of everything there. 18 points for Dylan Brooks. You get a 22-point performance from Mark Williams. He hit a 3. He was grabbing rebounds, playing defense. Not a lot of complaints about him here. And in the wake of a Devin Booker absence, guys are definitely stepping up. 12 points for Grayson Allen. He was a great defender. You get 19 points for Colin Gillespie, who was grabbing rebounds and hustling his ass off out there. Even Oso Iguodala having 10 points off the bench and being another board grabber that this team can kind of rely on. Timberwolves lost the game. Obviously, Julius Randle put up 21 points. He actually played really good. He shot 50% from 3. Even through the scoring, was able to pass the ball around and be efficient. 15 points for Rudy Gobert. I honestly don't think his ejection caused them to lose because when he was in, he was still able to be a board grabber for the guys. 40 points for Anthony Edwards is phenomenal. He played great. He was a board grabber. 14 points off the bench for Bones Highland, shooting 67% from 3, which is awesome. Dante DiVincenzo made one shot in 27 minutes and didn't really prove his value anywhere else. They made some adjustments with guys like Naz Reid, but dude, you even have Jalen Clark and Bones Highland at the end of your bench there. They need to start utilizing some of those pieces because Dante DiVincenzo has been pretty shaky to open the season for the Timberwolves. Let's get into Spurs and Pelicans. My goodness, the Spurs look phenomenal this year. They are a very fun team. Spurs spoiled Derek Queen's first triple-double. That's obviously the main reason I'm here, is to talk about the triple-double, because I've been very high over the last couple of weeks about Derek Queen and his rookie campaign. He's looked great, but the Spurs hold on. They beat the Pelicans by 3. Obviously, great games for both Harrison Barnes and Dylan Harper, the rookie on the scoring end, and Dylan Harper hit a go-ahead driving floater with 9 seconds left. They lost a 20-point halftime lead, but they were able to recover. They beat the New Orleans Pelicans, who are obviously reeling, who are obviously looking to probably tank at this point in the year. It's already basically over, but this was a really good game. Shout out to Dylan Harper. Playing at Rutgers and playing, what is that, Big Ten basketball? I think he's in the Big Ten or the ACC, one of the two. That's a tough environment. He knows how to perform in the clutch. Julian Champagnie was a great three-point shooter for this team tonight. Stephon Castle, using his athleticism, former dunk contest contestant. I think he might have won it. Just a very athletic young team. You have Keldon Johnson out there. Just a really good basketball game overall for the San Antonio Spurs. And without their star player, they're managing very fucking well. They're coming out here and winning these damn basketball games. So, you got to give them credit. Okay, the Eagles are 2nd and 10 at the Chargers 47, so they're at their side of the field, 4 minutes, 11 seconds. They're probably going to milk it down and try to score a touchdown. Well, if they score a touchdown, they win, but let's see here. What we got going on? And De'Aaron Fox is still playing, so that's good. They got some depth. Good pass. Yeah, look at Harrison Barnes, man. He's had a hell of a season, kind of having a resurgence in his career. Okay. Trey Murphy. Yeah. Trey Murphy's just so lengthy and athletic. It's awesome. Look at Derek Queen. Look at this. Sizing him up. Oh, you're a baby. You're tiny. Look at that, man. Derek Queen's a great player. He is so goddamn versatile, and he was on that... He was on one of the best Maryland basketball teams we've ever seen, too. That's a travel. But, you know what? Luke Cornett, a little boy. This is clutch. Oh, Harper. And fucking won. The big easy, eh? Damn! That's so tough. Damn, Derek Queen had to be the one. That was actually close. That was actually a really good 0.8 second inbound. Damn, okay. Yeah, the Pelicans they just lose every close game. I don't know. They can't get the wins there. Harrison Barnes was great, though. Let's not put that to the side. 24 points off of 60% shooting. That is phenomenal. 14 points for De'Aaron Fox off of 40% three-point shooting. Going out there facilitating the ball. Not the greatest shooting splits in the world, but that's why he is a great passer. 18 points for Stephon Castle, shooting 50% from 3, grabbing rebounds, passing the ball around, doing a lot of things for this team. They just have such a good bench. 11 points off the bench for Kelly Olynyk, shooting 50% from 3, being a defensive player, getting in passing lanes. It's great. 12 points out of Keldon Johnson, hit a 3, grab some rebounds. Julian Champagnie, 17 points, rebounding, defense. What can these guys not do? I mean, hell, you have Dylan Harper going out there, 22 points, 33% three-point shooting, facilitating. They have so many good roles out there. They have so many guys that fill the roles, and that is a championship those are some of the qualities that a championship caliber team has, and I don't think they have that yet, but they might. Looking at the Pelicans, 17 points for Herbert Jones, shot 60%, was grabbing rebounds, was a hell of a defensive player. You would like to see him hit some threes, though. Trey Murphy put up 32. He played good. 33% three-point shooting, hell of a defensive guy. Great game for Derek Queen. 33, 10, and 10. He was great. Again, maybe you hit that three-pointer at the end of the game, things would be different, but great defender as well. 17 points for Saddiq Bey. I think he played pretty good as well. 33% three-point shooting, board grabber, doing all that stuff. 10 points off the bench for Jose Alvarado. Pretty good game for him. 40% three-point shooting. Passing the ball around the floor. I do think Jeremiah Fears, I will give him a break, as a rookie, and he's a good three-point shooter. He can hit it, but inside he needs to work on that a little more if they want to win some games moving forward. Perfectly coached game. I mean, Jose Alvarado and Bryce McGowens, they always have guys like that off the bench that can kind of clean up for the young guy, but I don't know. Moving into December 9th, which is obviously two really good games because it is the NBA Cup, so I might be watching a little bit of that. I don't know. I have class, actually, so I don't fucking know. Miami versus Orlando, and then New York versus Toronto. Rest assured, I'm going to be getting home late tomorrow night, and then we can kind of talk about these games. So, pretty exciting stuff. We'll have to see where we go from there, but I think that's going to do it for the video.